Firestone continuing education program includes courses by newspaper, by correspondence, and even by television. But perhaps most important are the classes which are offered in the evening. Tonight we'll be looking at 4 people who work by day and continue their education by night.
All right, what about the column of squares? What is the next square? What is the next perfect square? All right, 9. The kids, you can see that they're developing, growing, and most of them, I think, are improving their station in life, and I enjoy being a part of that. You're 200. 9. In the psychology course, we have studied the value of giving rewards rather than punishment to modify behavior, and I have tried this in one of my classes by rewarding them with about 5 minutes, leaving class about 5 minutes early to go to lunch, and it's made a dramatic change in that particular class. They one time strictly a discipline problem, and they're really improving. I'm impressed by the facilities they have, the buildings, and the materials they have in the classroom and the libraries, the things that the student has to work with. And I think it's important to be in a learning situation yourself if you're going to teach. I think it helps you to teach better. And the older teacher, I think, would benefit especially from this by putting herself into a learning situation. And I think this would help in the classroom.
I've wanted to a long time. I just kept putting it off. And the fact that another friend was interested at the same time, we just got together and decided that we would. I think my working has helped me, because I realize a lot of values that I didn't used to think about. I think it's wonderful, because for people like me that would never get a chance any other way. Well, I have learned to associate money with time and time with money. When you work, you learn how to manage. You have to learn how to manage your time and money, and it's just made me stand on my own 2 feet.
After I got out and found out that factory life, you know, I didn't want to do that the rest of my life, you know, so I put 2 and 2 together and started on it. Some hesitant at first. I, you know, really didn't want to get into it. You know, been out of high school, I spent 4 years in service, and I didn't want to get back into it, you know, after I started. It's not too hard. When you get out, you know, right out of high school, you know, the majority of the people just want to go to work, you know, and then the others, you know, that do want to go on to school, I think that then they're, you couldn't say adolescent, but less immature, you know, and they don't know right then yet what they want, you know. And it sort of gives you a better outlook on life, you know, and then you can face some of the problems, you know, and you know what you want. Then you have seen, you know, work firsthand, you know what it is to make a living, and then you're more set in your ways, and you want to know what you can achieve in that way. I learned to associate better, be able to have inductive and deductive reasoning, and understand a lot more. I not only look on the surface of things now, you know, I look more inward and in depth and try to analyze things more before I jump right into it haphazardly. It's good, you know, to continue your education, you know, to all levels, because after you get out, you know, that even if you do have a BS degree, well, it's so much you will lose, you know, after a few years you're out, you know, and if you, even then you need to continue, you know, to some degree of level.
Well, my schedule at Firestone, I work 5 days a week normally, from 7:45 in the morning until 4:30 in the evening. I have 2 classes at Western. I attend on Monday from 5 o'clock until 7:30, and on Tuesday from 6:10 until quarter to 8. I work 4 nights a week at Quality Inn at Greenwood Interchange as night auditor from 11 o'clock until 7 in the morning. That's Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday nights. I've always thought of geography as rivers and mountains, and state capitals and things of that nature, and this particular course really gets into the planning of business locations, of the placement of people within a city and things of that nature, which is very interesting and educational to me. It's a way of measuring an individual, and industry has to have some way of selecting people and of measuring their ability, and the attainment of a college degree and the grades you make certainly, I think, reflect the quality of the individual. I think we're very lucky to live in an area where we do have the opportunity to attend college at night, because many areas, of course, don't have a college, or you have to travel a long distance to get to one. And I think the people in this area are very fortunate to have Western available and the excellent program they offer at night.